God control us like robots?
Well, we're getting a bit of a theme here, aren't we? We had one about aliens last week, and we've got one about this week about whether God can control us like robots. I don't believe God controls us like robots. The best description I've ever come across of how our activity is genuinely, authentically our own activity and yet becomes part of God's providence is the story of the concert pianist who was playing her magnificent concerto and who heard a little boy make a terrible sound in the audience, and as little boys of a certain age tend to do, he didn't just make a terrible sound, he ran down the auditorium steps and onto the stage, and the concert pianist stepped away from the piano for a moment and let him sit down at the stool and start playing discordant notes on the keyboard, whereupon the concert pianist wrapped her arms around either side of his notes and started to weave his discordant notes into an even more creative and beautiful melody. That's how I understand God respects our authentic life and activity, flawed as it often is, and yet weaves it into God's own story.